Hello everybody, I am here in this absolute maze of sugarcane I have right here. I actually, this room is really good, but I don't think I needed to make a bigger sugarcane farm. This is definitely way over the top. I'm not gonna need, uh, any larger of a sugarcane farm than this. I don't even think that I need this much sugarcane. I'm not even gonna bother farming it until I actually do need it, because my sugarcane chest is already completely full. So I'm gonna, if I farm this, I'm gonna definitely need to get some shulker boxes just for sugarcane. Okay, so in the last video, I terraformed this side of the giant hole. So now the goal is to do this side over here and this side. So this side will be pretty easy. As you can see, I kind of went over to the corner on this side, so I'm going to leave a little bit over here. So I'm just going to probably do this whole area right here and then do this whole thing. I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to do the other corner right over here. Shouldn't be too difficult, but you never know. I don't want to ramble on for too long, so I'm just gonna get right into this, and because I just want to get this done. If there's anything that I want to do, that I do not want to do, it is this right here, because terraforming is not fun. Alright, well, I'm gonna get to it then. Okay, now I think I am done for this video, and wow, I got a lot done. So I obviously got all this done, and I got this side done. Uh, it doesn't, it kind of, it's gonna look a lot different when the water's over, because as you can see, a lot of this grass is gonna be covered up and turned into dirt. It's just, it was dirt, but then grass grew over it, so it will look a lot more like underwater terrain once the water is over it. But, yeah, this actually, I'm pretty happy with how this is turning out. Now, I do want to try to avoid one thing, and, that is to make it, exactly like a rectangle that does not look natural at all. So, what I've been trying to do is kinda go out a little bit. I don't really want to do this side anymore, so it's gonna have to be completely straight for now, but no, what you gonna do? I might add in a couple little areas on the side there, but for the most part it is pretty straight. So what I did over here was I saw that there was a cave right here, so I kind of just blocked off uh right here into this area, and this whole cave right here is gonna be turned into an underwater cave. And so yeah, you can kind of see how it goes in a little bit. I want to have a lot of those. I might even uh yeah, I might have just even a river. Probably won't be anytime soon, but if I feel like this definitely does not look the greatest, I might consider making a river in the middle here, going across here, and then making this place a little island. I think that that would be pretty cool. But when I do this side, I want to make sure that I have a pretty big area that makes this whole area not a rectangle. Maybe just like one big pond area. Kind of like that, but much bigger. Um, so yeah, it is going on pretty well. I really do not know how this is gonna turn out. I'm really hoping that this will be worth it. If it doesn't look that good, that'll be a little bit sad. But I mean, well, none of this is permanent. I can always fix it. So if I'm unhappy, then if I'm unhappy with something, I can always go back and fix it. Like I said with the river over there. And yeah, I also realized that this skylight form, I think I built this in episode 2. Yeah, that was a really long time ago. Yeah, all this used to be forest, and now look at it. Yeah, I think, yeah, if you compare the seed from what it used to be like, and now, yeah, it's a lot different. So, in between last video and this video, I got all these 3 villagers here, and they're all cured and stuff. So, once again, I'm going to be adding some more enchantments to the library. So yeah, just each episode, I'm adding a few more villagers, and eventually, there's not gonna be any more books to get. So, if I'm gonna guess, I may be around 50 to 60% done. Yeah, probably about 50 to 60% done. So, yeah, progress is looking very well. Once I finish getting all the villagers in, the whole library will be done, which is very nice. So I'll tell you which enchantments I get after I get them. Alright, so I have gotten some books here. So I got Impaling 5, Aqua Affinity, and Luck of the Sea 3. So very welcome additions to the library, especially Impaling 5. The price for it wasn't the most ideal, but it's a really hard decision to make whether to take a deal or not if it's not at 1 emerald, or at least not near that, because, well, on the one hand, you could keep trying to get Impaling 5, but run the risk of not being able to get it again for a very long time, or having an even worse price. So I just thought the safest option was to just take it, and plus it's not like I'm going to be buying Impaling 5 all that much. So, okay, I'm actually gonna turn down the volume a little bit. So, yeah, it's not like I'm gonna be using Impaling 5 all that much. I don't even think I have a trident yet. So, yeah, and plus, if I do get a pretty good price for Impaling 5, I can always just get rid of the existing villager. So, yeah, I shouldn't, it's not that big of a deal. Alright, so the last thing I want to do in this video is to, so I mean, I did look at the Skylight earlier, and you know, I think I might want to just, maybe kind of document, I guess, some of the history of my world, as it is getting a lot older now. It's not quite a year old yet. It's still got quite a bit to go until it's a year old, but um, I've been doing this world for a pretty long time now, and I don't have any plans of stopping. So I think it might be just be a little bit cool to kind of, I don't know, make a little museum type thing here. So what I'm gonna do is just kind of make like a mini version of what it would have looked like before. So I'm gonna get some stone, maybe some andesite and diorite. So what I kind of want to do is make just a mini cave in there and have things like chests, crafting tables, and furnaces, like what it might look like, might have looked like back when I first made the Skylight, looking down into it. So I'm gonna need to make a chest. Alright. And I'm also... Oh, I can't craft a chest like that. Alright. So, I have all those now. I'm also gonna make a sign. Alright, oak sign, that's nice. Okay, so I'm gonna just dig down right here. And then the bottom of the cave is gonna be right down here. Here we go. And so what's gonna happen is I'm gonna probably about 3 blocks around here. I'm just gonna dig out a little bit so that kind of looks like the cave is going outwards a little bit. It's not just one big hole. And it's gonna look somewhat like a cave. It's not a big cave by any means, but just, you know, a small cave. So I'm gonna add in a little bit of stone here, make it look natural, just like this. Just, you know, just a quick little job, nothing too crazy. But yeah, so this is probably, yeah, this is probably good enough. So I'm gonna place down the chest. I want to make sure that it's visible in the skylight. So I'm gonna have this stuff, and yep, seems about good to me. So I'm gonna place down a sign right here. I actually I want to put down the exact date for when I made the skylight. So uh I'm just gonna quickly find that out. All right, so the skylight uh episode 2, May 7th, 2023, and yeah, that's it. So this is just a sign. Also, I'm looking at what it looked like, and there was some diorite down here, so I'm just gonna make a diorite patch right here just for, you know, historical sakes. And I'm gonna place this down here. And yep, that seems great. Okay. So yeah, expect for me to do a lot of things like this in my world, because I really like kind of conserving stuff from the past, especially the distant past. So yeah, this will probably... I want to make sure this stays here for a very long time. Ideally, the rest of time. The rest of this world. So, yeah, I just think that this would be just a cool, tiny little touch to my world that I think would be pretty nice. And, yeah, I'm glad that this whole project right here hasn't interfered with this, because that wouldn't be the greatest. I don't know, I thought that the Skylight was just a fun little thing that I could build at the start of the world, and I just, looking back on it, I have no regrets on building this, even though it did literally nothing for me. It didn't even provide light since I had torches down there, but yeah, also, it probably might be a good idea to add in some torches in here. So I'll do this. There we go. And I want to waste rockets. Alright. So that is all complete now. Very, very nice. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. It has been a pretty interesting one. Hopefully in the next video I can get all the terrain done. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.